everyone, and welcome back to the Take Your Mark podcast. I'm your host, Emmy.
And I'm Ruchi.
And we are, I don't know. I was going to say we're so back, but like we didn't do anything else.
We're so back from what? What did we?
We survived work. You know?
We're back after 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, like it has taken us a bit of time to figure out a new routine for this season. So like a consistent 2 weeks is pretty good.
Yeah. No, I was a little bit behind initially, but we got there. We got there. Yeah, it's just a lot of trying to figure out how to do things kind of in advance. But we're getting there. We're getting there.
In advance, remotely.
Right.
All of the above. Yeah.
Editing. Yeah. Just, yeah. Yeah.
Honestly, I feel lower energy in this episode even than I did in the last one. I feel like in the last one I was like kind of deliriously tired, where I was like everything was funny. I said backpacking the same way 3 times. I don't know. But I feel like today I'm just
oh my god.
I just want a nap. Like
that's fair.
I meant to have more caffeine before we started this, but that did not happen. So cuz also I need to be able to go to sleep tonight.
Yeah, you do need that because we got work tomorrow.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't feel that tired, but also like I got like no sleep Friday into Saturday, and I got up at like 5 a.m. on Saturday. Not even like not on purpose, just like accidentally woke up and then was awake.
What's weird? I think I woke up at like 4 on Saturday. Meaning we were technically awake at the same time. I was able to fall back asleep for a little bit longer, but
I didn't. So I ended up taking like a nap because at like 4 p.m. I was wiped and I was like, I can't do this.
You're not a big napper, are you?
I'm not at all.
Yeah. I am.
It was rare.
Love naps.
It was so rare. I just was so tired that like, because I had gotten up so early and had gotten no sleep on Friday that I like just went to bed. And then here we are. I mean, I was up later yesterday too. So today I'm not like that tired, but I'm definitely going to be sleeping a little bit earlier. Yeah. It is what it is. This is peak adulthood right here.
No, I feel like yesterday just kind of took it out of me. So I went climbing outdoors for the first time yesterday, which was super fun. I got a little bit injured, but like not too bad, you know? So all things considered, pretty good. I feel like I went with like a person who really knows what they're doing. Like they've climbed outside a lot, had a lot of like crash pads and safety stuff. And also like I was somewhere where I had cell signal. So like it was all good.
Mm-hmm.
But
way to connect it back to like, last episode.
Safety first, you know, that's what we care about here. We want all of you guys to stay safe. No, so like anyways, it was super fun, but also like so hard. Like there's a grading system in climbing, and when you switch to outdoors, you basically have to take yourself down like 2 grades. So I'm usually climbing in the range of like I'd say like V3, V4 is around where I'm like really comfortable and like, you know, kind of I can work on stuff and they're like a challenge, but like I can do them, you know. I was climbing like V0, V1, like the easiest stuff that they had there, and it was still so scary because but it was super fun. But like it was hard, and also just being outside in the cold, and it was kind of rainy for like a couple hours. I feel like that just like took it out of me. And so
that's
now
fair.
I'm sleepy today, and I went for a run for the first time in like 3 weeks this morning too. So I did 4 miles, but that also was like, I'm wiped.
Yeah, very fair. If you have any like cool pictures or videos, we can insert them from your outdoor climb.
I forgot to take any photos or videos yesterday.
Shoot. Well, you just got to imagine Emmy doing it. Maybe I can make a little edit. I don't know. We'll see.
I know. No, dude, it was below freezing here the other morning. Like
we haven't gotten there yet, but
I had to
It's
fully
bad.
defrost my car before I could go to work. Not a fan.
Yeah, I'm also not a fan, but I was ready for cold. You know,
Yeah.
it's just like when by the time cold's over, you're ready for warm. It's like it goes
Yeah,
back and
like,
forth. So
no,
now
yeah.
I'm ready for cold, and cold's here. If you
Yeah.
can't tell by my fluffy quarter zip,
Honestly, that looks very cozy. I'm a
it's
fan.
so comfortable. Actually, it
No,
was a thrift find. I got it at Goodwill.
Oh my god. Wait, okay, actually, if we are inserting pictures, I found the coolest boots at the thrift store on Friday. I went with some of my friends
Okay.
after work, and they're like $200 boots, and I think I got them for $10. So,
Oh
I don't
damn.
know where I
Okay.
don't know where I'm gonna wear them. Like, I don't really have stuff that goes with them yet, but like I've really been wanting boots like this, so
Are they like
I'm
cowboy
excited.
boots or like
No,
I'm
they're
trying to
like,
imagine what style of boot you're talking about.
I might just grab them. They're right over in my room. 1 second. I just kicked my
Yeah,
water
just
bottle.
pull them up. Boot reveal?
We're getting mobile on the podcast now. You can't hear that. We're getting mobile on the podcast now. Okay. Like,
Yeah.
look at them.
Ooh. They're not cow.
Sorry, I
Yeah,
realized-
they're like I know what you mean. Like
Yeah.
high top boots? What would you call them? Knee high boots.
They're knee high boots, yeah. And they fit my calves really well, so they're like they're nice and sleek, you know. I don't know. I'm very happy about them, and they're really comfortable too for being like heeled boots. So
Yeah. Yeah, they're
Granted, I haven't
boots
worn
in
them for that
general are
long yet, but-
uncomfortable. Yeah, you got to break them in and then see.
yeah. So, but also I feel like that's the kind of thing that like I would theoretically wear to like go out, which I don't do here. So I have to figure that out. I mean, according to one of my friends here, I'm pushing 30 now. Once I turn 23, you're pushing 30.
No, don't tell me that. I'm going
Yeah.
to turn 23 soon.
Well, he just turned 22, so like to be fair, he's a baby. But
So does turning 22 mean you're like pulling 18? Like what would you say? Instead of pushing 30, you're pulling 18?
I don't know. Like I don't know. I don't know.
I mean, maybe
But,
you say that next time. You're like, "Yo,
Yeah,
dude,
we
you're
are
still
getting-
pulling 18."
We are getting close to like being in our mid 20s, which is kind of weird.
It is kind of weird.
I'm excited for that.
I'm
I feel like
I'm
once I-
frankly, I don't feel like I'm even ready to be 23, let alone like
Yeah.
25. I'm not even
Yeah.
ready to be 22 and I am 22. So,
And you've been 22.
I've been 22 for a long time now.
Yeah. Transition. Dude, I got the best transition in my back pocket, and now I've ruined it by saying that. But speaking of taking care of our aging bodies, guess what we did this week to promote our longevity?
Oh, you shouldn't
Yep.
have said transition.
You can cut that out. We can just go
I
straight
can't-
into
I'm going to leave it in. Frankly, I'm
Yeah,
going to
you
leave
should.
it in.
But yeah, we tried yoga. I mean, not for the first time. We've both done it before.
Not for the first
but-
time. Yeah.
But I haven't done it in a while. So early
I
days.
also
we
have
only-
not done it in a while.
Yeah, I feel like we've only tried it for like a couple days, but
Mhm.
still, first impressions. We're gonna chat through them. What
Mhm.
are our initial thoughts on it? Do you want to start with just saying like kind of what you actually did?
Sure. Well, I will say, like, I guess context. I have done yoga before. So in high school, I was like part of our swim program was on Saturdays after practice. You could either choose to do yoga for an hour or lift for an hour, and straight up, no one wanted to lift for an hour, so everyone chose yoga. And one of our coaches, she was like yoga certified, so she like would take us through like a whole program for the hour. And then fast forward, college, I started to just like hit a point where I felt like really tight in like my shoulders especially. So I like tried to bring not like yoga, but like stretching, the like main idea of like stretching it back into my routine. So then I started doing that. And then now it's been a little bit, you know, I was traveling, I was working, all this other stuff, which honestly, stretching probably is beneficial during those periods of times. But I was just super busy. So the past, I guess, day, I haven't really done it consistently for that long. But the past day was just kind of basic stretching. I
We're
didn't
still
like
getting
follow
into
a
actually
routine or
like
anything.
we're still figuring out how to like plan ahead for these episodes. So
Yeah. It's kind of embarrassing, but like, hey, look, I did it before, so I can still talk about it, and I'm starting it again. Um, but yeah, like just like the basic stretching. Other key thing was when I was in India in 2023, I learned how to do the sun salutation and like all the things along with it. It was like you're supposed to do like 10 in the morning and then I think like 10 at night or something.
10?
Um, you're supposed to do 10, which
I've done like
they're
4
so.
max.
Hey guys, it's editing Ruchi here. So I lied. There's not actually a set number you have to do in the morning and in the night. It's just kind of how many makes you happy and how much you can do in your schedule. And that's about it. So yeah, ignore everything I said just now about how many you have to do. That was a lie. They're so long and hard that like, well, they're not that hard, but it just takes a while if you're doing it correctly and like actually
Yeah.
taking your time with it. Um, but yeah, like I learned the whole process. There's a video of me learning. I can put it in here if you want to see it because my mom took a video as I did like my first full sun salutation. Hey guys, editing Ruchi here. So this is actually a full clip from start to finish of me doing one sun salutation. This instructor, she was awesome, super nice, cool, patient, explained all the steps to me, and this is my first time doing it from start to finish. Um yeah, I want to talk over this whole voice clip, which is why I'm still talking. But yeah, also, she, I think, was the one who told me to do 10 in the morning and 10 at night. So that's not a universal rule, but that's, I think, what she told me to do. And then I also want to shout out my mom for this clip because she's the GOAT. Thank you for recording this, Amma. This is really nice that I'm able to put this in here. But yeah, this is my first full sun salutation. Um, but yeah, like, so I guess like because yoga is a big part of Indian culture in general, so like I've had a lot of exposure to yoga like throughout my whole life, and I mean now just getting back into stretching and stuff. What about you, Emmy? What have you done, and like maybe what's your prior experience with it?
So I've done yoga also kind of previously. Like during high school, there was a yoga studio not too far from my house. So like I'd go there sometimes. Um, and then also just like then during COVID, I would do like I'd follow some videos at home. Um, and in college too, like kind of off and on, I would get into it as like sort of an alternate workout that I could do in a sense of like, it's kind of recovery, but at least, but like you're still moving your body.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so I would do that sometimes. I think originally and this is something I still kind of struggle with that I want to work more on is like I've definitely I understand the benefits of yoga in terms of like physically, like stretching out, kind of,
Mm-hmm.
like body awareness, flexibility, like strength, all that kind of stuff. I think especially when I was younger, I missed a bit more of the like breath work and mindfulness, which is
Mm-hmm.
really, I think, what kind of sets yoga apart from like Pilates and other sorts of like similar types of exercise. Um, so that's something I'm trying to focus on more now, getting like trying it out this time. Kind of like you said, I've only done it for like a couple days, so I haven't really seen anything from that yet, I guess. Just because I feel like that's something that kind of happens more over time.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I did like kind of the first day did I do it in the morning? Because I think I said I was going to do it at night, and then I totally forgot. So then I did it the next morning. And then I did it a bit this morning too, of just like, I think I did like a couple sun salutations just to like start the day. Also, I mean, as I alluded to earlier, I'm like minorly injured right now. So like I can't really kneel because my knee is unwell. So, I'm a little bit limited, and also just like bending my leg fully like kind of hurts. So that was just kind of like, all right, let's take it very slow this morning. We'll do something, but like take it very slow. But yeah, I guess that's what I've done so far. I like the just like stretching aspect of it. I think right now, especially, like all my muscles are sore. Like,
Yeah.
but yeah. And my mom is currently doing like a 30-day yoga course. And she asked if I wanted to join her on the next one. So
Ooh.
I think I might do that starting in a couple weeks.
You'll have then like a more consistent routine of doing it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Assuming I can keep up with it. Like I think that's the hard part about like starting anything new and saying like, I'm going to do this every day, is just like, you got to commit to making time for it.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, on the one hand, I feel like yoga should be easier because it doesn't have to be something like super strenuous.
Mm-hmm. It also doesn't have to be like super time consuming.
Yeah. But it's just like, you just have to set aside the time.
You can just do it for 5 minutes, 10 minutes. However much time you have, which is pretty nice about it. Yeah, I mean, it is challenging to make it a routine because there's just always something else going on that takes priority. Yeah. But we're trying, guys. We're trying to make it a routine. It's very beneficial. I mean, when I did it in high school, I mean, I'm pulling from past experience here because I feel like you said, I haven't really reaped the benefits. It's only been like 2 days, 1 day of doing it. So I don't feel like I've really gained all the benefits yet. I mean, I do feel like slowly my flexibility is coming back. Slowly. Yeah, but
so
none of this.
You are actually very flexible.
I am pretty flexible, yeah. Kind of
am
related,
not,
but not.
like...
Yeah, I'm pretty flexible. I can touch my toes. No, I'm pretty flexible. So, but I can feel like now that I've started stretching again, the return of the flexibility, because like when my muscles get tight and everything, my flexibility kind of ebbs and flows. So I feel the like flexibility coming back, which is nice. But yeah, like you said, spiritual wise, I haven't like reaped anything yet. Though we did a lot of.
Have you had that?
Mm-hmm.
Sorry,
we did a lot of. No. I would literally, I think, was going to answer the question you just said, like if I've done it before. So, for swim meets, I think I mentioned this in a previous episode about anxiety, but we always had box breathing, and that was something that we got from yoga. So every Saturday when we would do yoga, the last, I think, 2 minutes of the session, which was always really, really good, was we'd be in the gym, right? Coach would turn the lights off, and at the end we'd be just on our back. I forget what the pose is. There's a name for it. That might be it.
I think
it might be that. Hey guys, Editing Ruchi here. So it's actually pronounced Shavasana, and it's corpse pose. And this is the pose I am referring to here. I just wanted to correct what we had said previously. But yeah, that's the pose. Enjoy the rest of the episode. Sorry, I don't know the names. I know I'm fake for being Indian and not knowing any of the names of of any of the yoga stuff. But okay, you'd be on your back, like hands on your like chest, basically, and you're just laying down, like eyes closed, and she'd end the session with like you would just sit there or lay there for like a minute, dead silence, like nothing, and you were just supposed to like focus on your breathing, like in and out breathing, and also just like your thoughts and like quieting your mind and like being loose and relaxed, like not tensing anything. And it was always the best part of the session for me. I don't know what it was. I think it was just like the general calmness of it was like very nice. So we used to end the session every time with that. So shout out coach, the coach who did that. She was great. After that whole like high school experience with doing it, I kind of fell off of the mental health side of yoga, like spirituality, breathing, mindfulness, and it became much more of a physical thing of like I need to do this so that like I can stretch out my muscles, I can come back, and like, you know, the recovery aspect of it was more what I was using it for, I guess, and less the like mindfulness of it.
It's interesting that that was like your favorite part of it before, because I feel like that was something that I really struggled with, like doing yoga when I was younger, because like I couldn't quiet everything down and just like lay there. Like it ended up just being like me having 10, because I did it for like 10 minutes in some of the classes, which now fantastic, I love that, but at the time it was like there's too much to think about, and like some of that's just being like angsty teenager, you know, like now I'm a calm and collected adult. I'm not but
I was gonna say that's just you. Not me.
Yeah. No, but like I think now I appreciate that part of it more, of like having, and it's kind of the same thing as like, you know, swimmer calm or runner's high, or like that, you know, this is a dedicated time to do this. Don't think about everything else. Just let it go, you know? Like I enjoy it more when it's guided too, like when it's not just dead silent. Because they would kind of take you through a process of like focusing on different parts of your body and relaxing it, and like all of that. So I'm kind of curious to see if I can do that on my own. Like I'm sure there's videos out there, but I don't know how, like I don't know how it'll go for me without being in like that more like yoga class environment where there's someone like in person kind of taking you through it. Because I agree that like I tend to get more of like the physical benefits of it from it, which is really important now too. Like we sit at, well, at least I sit at a desk all day. Like I need to move. I need to like stretch stuff out so I don't get like tech neck and all of that. But
yeah.
So like I need that physical part, but at this phase in my life, I hate saying that. I don't know.
This
I feel like I feel like I would also benefit a lot from like the mental and spiritual side of it, even though I have like that hasn't been something with doing in the past couple of days. It hasn't been something I've like explored yet, but I'm gonna try. This is more kind of our like pre-thoughts almost, I want to say, for like getting into
this
it.
Isn't really just first impressions, but
I mean,
it's
well, we can title it something different. Have you ever done like hot yoga?
No. Though I don't know if I would be into that either. I'm going to be honest. Okay. I personally hate being in hot environments. So I feel like hot yoga would just make me want to die. Like I would just not like it. Have you ever done it?
I have. It's definitely like, I mean, it's a different experience because it is more of that like, all right, let's work up a sweat kind of thing. They still did like the meditation at the end, which is also weird because then like you like the sweat cools down, so then you're like weirdly cold during that. So sometimes they pass out blankets even though the room is like 90 degrees.
I was gonna say,
My
that's
thing is
crazy.
just like, my thing is just, my hands get so sweaty. Like, I cannot do downward dog.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm gonna fall flat on my face.
Yeah, I get you.
So
Yeah.
I need to get like a grippy yoga mat or like grippy gloves
Yeah.
so I can
I
do
was
it.
thinking grippy gloves. Yeah.
Because I feel like that's my, like, that's physically, that's the hardest thing about yoga for me is just like, and I mean, I know that's part of it is like, you know, you have to like hold poses, but I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
it's not even that like muscle strength. I can't do it. Like, I'm just slipping. And that makes it
Mm-hmm.
hard for me to like focus on my breathing. And I don't really know how to get around that.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess just sweat less. It's a skill issue.
Yeah. Well.
Work on it. No, I'm kidding. Um, yeah, I don't know how it would fare for me, to be honest. But I think that like in general, it's a good concept.
Yeah.
What actually I was gonna say, which is kind of unrelated but also related, is have you ever done goat yoga?
No. Have I? No.
Because I have not, but I've always wanted to. It looks
Like,
adorable.
yeah, goat yoga or like puppy yoga too. I
Yeah.
just some sort of animal yoga. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I actually haven't looked into seeing like are there yoga studios or like close to me that I could realistically go to. I know with my
Mm-hmm.
climbing membership, I can go to yoga classes at the climbing gym. The
Nice.
problem is the rooms that they're in are like the room it's in is really small, so like they're literally 8-person classes, and even then like I was scared that my foot was going to be in someone's face. So
Oh.
like, and again, like that takes me out of like actually being able to focus on it because I'm like too
Mm-hmm.
self-conscious about like am I going to hit someone?
Right.
Is my foot in your face, you know? Like,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm picky on the environment, I guess.
I mean, but the whole point of it should be an environment where you can be mindful and can like actually like can it reap both the physical and mental benefits. Like that's important. I mean, I would say
Yeah.
that's the whole point of yoga in general. Like if you don't have that, it kind of ruins the whole experience.
Yeah. I think the problem is at home though is like doing it here it's so easy for me to get distracted partway
Mm-hmm.
through. Like that is the
That
benefit
too.
of going to a class is like okay, like you leave your phone in your locker and it's just like this is what you're
Mm-hmm.
doing for the hour.
Yeah.
And at home like it's you know, either I'm watching the video on it or it's like right off to the side and like if something comes up or I remember like, oh shoot, I forgot to do that. Like it's
Mm-hmm.
so easy to just go and turn to go do that instead.
Yeah, you gotta like put it in your like team's calendar. Be like 9, I don't know when you would do it, like 8:30 to 8:40 yoga or whatever. Um Not that time for me. That's when I'm at work. But maybe like 6:30 to 6:40 yoga every morning
Yeah.
or something like that where like you don't you do it like just before you leave your house or whatever. Like
Yeah.
just something where like you're set and good to go. That will help for sure.
Yeah. No, I should do it like get up, make coffee. Honestly, I could even do it while I'm making coffee.
Mhm.
That could work actually. Cuz
But
usually
then
like the
while you're
kettle
making
takes a couple
coffee,
of
you
minutes to
shouldn't be talking
boil.
about the like 20 other things that you need to do.
Yeah.
You got to be thinking about just that one thing of like time for yoga, switch brain off, nothing else needs to get done.
Yeah. Well, I think I make coffee like as soon as I wake up. Like I roll out of bed and I start the kettle. Like I leave my room and I start the kettle. So that honestly, like I'm usually not awake enough to think about a ton. I don't know if that defeats the purpose. If I'm like, because I'm probably still not super mentally there. I don't know.
Mm. Yeah, you need to find a time that works best for you. For me, it's usually the mornings are nicer than the evenings. because like the evenings you just
Yeah.
want to pass out and you don't have the brain power to like devote even like 10 minutes to something. um but the mornings, if you just like get up, get ready for work, you know you're ready, everything's ready, and then do yoga, then it's like you can devote your brain to it, but and there's not as much to worry about, you know. It's like
Yeah.
you're ready for the work day, but you don't have to think about work until you get to work. So you have that like gap in between.
Honestly, I could do it at work. I usually get there about 30 minutes before my office mate.
Just
Food
saying.
for thought.
New yoga studio? Just saying.
Benefits of not having an open floor plan. I have an actual office to do it in.
Right? I don't. I would be doing downward dog in the middle of the office, which is probably no one wants to see that.
I
No
would
one
imagine you
wants to
don't
see
really
that.
want your. I would imagine you don't really want your hands on the floor of a communal
That
space
either.
like that either.
Uh-huh.
Would you do this before swim as well?
Yeah, I guess with swim, I think it's better to do. This is okay. This is what I used to do in high school that I kind of did in college too. Before you swim, you do dynamic stretching. So like stretching where like you're moving around, like if you're going from this wall to that wall and doing like I don't know the names of stretches. That's the problem.
Might as
I
well
can
like
think of
open the
exact
gate,
stretches like
close the gate,
yeah, like those kinds of things. Yeah.
toe touches. Yeah.
Mhm. Like high knees, things like that. Um and then after practice, you do the things that are like stationary. So you do like just the, you know, the this kind of stuff, the butterfly, the just any of the stretches where you're like stood or
The
sitting.
static ones. Yeah.
Yeah. Um and so that usually is nice cuz the dynamic ones will get you kind of warmed up cuz you're going to go into more intense training, and then the static ones will kind of like cool you down. Like reduce, I guess, lactic acid buildup after you're warmed down or whatever. I don't know. I'm speaking as if I know yoga like that. I really don't know yoga like that. This is just me like trying to remember what we did back in like college and high school, and like kind of like that stuff used to work really well. Now granted, it does take time because you have to do the dynamic and then the static. It's like double the amount of time stretching. So
Yeah.
it's really only if you have time for it. Honestly, I would just skip the dynamic because skip the dynamic and just do the static at the end. That's what I would do personally. But yeah, stretching is good. Yoga is good. And I've done yoga with videos before. So I do have a few that I really liked that I can send you if you want.
Yeah. I mostly have done yoga with Adrian.
Oh yeah, she's good.
Per my mom's recommendation, but she's
good.
I know. I used
Shout
to kind
out.
of make fun of my mom for being like, "Oh my god, I'm doing my yoga with Adrian videos," and then I did a couple of them, and I was like, "Oh no, these are actually good."
Yeah, she is good. I think I've done a few of hers too.
Yeah.
She's good. Shout out Adrian. You're the goat.
Yeah. I will have to figure out though, because I don't think I can do it before or after swim. Like I just don't. Before, I don't really get the benefits of like dynamic stretching at home because I feel like I would do it and then I'd go sit in the car.
Right.
And I'm also like, I don't really get to the pool early enough, and I'm not gonna wake up early enough to get to the pool. Or like people aren't there, so like I can't get to the pool super early beforehand to do it. And then afterwards, like I just have to go to work. So I feel like those days, I'd probably just have to do it in the evening. Which is also like, I can see the benefits of that. You know, like you get home from work
Loosening up,
and you just gotta like, yeah, like you can kind of like, it's like
Doing
taking a
breath
shower
work.
after work. Like you can get wind down from the day. Like I understand the benefits of it, but it's like,
I just prefer the morning.
or I could scroll on my phone. I wish I was kidding, but it is like
True. That is very true. It's a good point you make there, Emmy. That's why we say we don't have time,
I'm
because
tired.
we spend like an hour scrolling, or like half hour scrolling, and it's like we don't have time.
Girl,
No, we do.
my screen time is still like 6 hours a day. It's really bad.
Right? That's what I'm saying. Like, we say we don't have time. Just like reduce your scrolling time by 10 minutes and do yoga instead.
Yeah.
But I can't sacrifice that kind of time, man. I need my time to
like,
scroll.
what am I going to do? I get home from work and I'm tired from staring at a screen all day, so I need to stare at a screen to relax. Okay, so moving forward, I know like we kind of said, oh, we're going to do yoga every day.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think that's actually realistic, or should we set a more like 3 times a week, 4 times a week kind of goal to report back on?
I would say,
I mean, if every day is good for you, go for it. But I'm feeling like I should probably, okay. Yeah. Because I want to be able to come back and be like, hey, like long term, here's what we actually did. And like, because I feel like today was just kind of like,
how we benefited from it.
Yeah. Because today is just like, here's what I want to get out of it. But I feel like if I try and say every day, like that's not going to happen.
Yeah. No, that's very fair. We can do 3 times a week.
Okay. I feel like that should be doable.
10
minutes, 3 times a week.
Yeah.
I have 30 minutes a week. So really this is just a long-term plan to like unaddict myself from my phone.
Yeah.
Which will never happen, but I can try.
Yeah, we might as well die trying, right?
Exactly.
Yeah. Well, do you have any final thoughts on yoga?
Not really. I feel like I don't know. I'm worried I'm going to forget to do it. So I just need to make a reminder, because like,
yeah, just put it in your calendar.
It's so good for you, and I just need to do it,
Yeah. It is very, very good for you. Just like overall health wise, it's so good for you. And especially, it's one of those exercises that you can continue into like old age. Like, running is sometimes something that like it's really intensive. So like when you're older, it might not be as easy to keep up with. Whereas like I know my grandma still does yoga. It's like a big part of her routine. And it's something that like helps you stay fit and just healthy in general. So it's a good habit to build up now and like continue into your 60s, 70s, however old. Yeah. That's all I will say. You know what? The viewers should do it with us. Do yoga 3 times a week and then report back with us.
Yeah. We'll be back about this it'll be a while, but we'll get back to you eventually.
It'll be sometime. Yeah, we'll come back and we'll talk about what benefits we actually felt from what we did.
Yeah. Should we wrap it up there then?
Yeah, I can outro it out.
Cool. This was a very chill episode, honestly. I feel like it matched the vibe for talking about yoga.
Yeah, right? We should have had like candles and like just like, little, I don't know, I'm trying to think of like what kind of vibe. Blue light, just like,
Here we go.
You have a candle?
Wait, there, you can't see it.
Oh.
It's a little tea light.
Oh, okay. That's cute. I have a candle. It's not lit, but I have a candle.
It's kind of spooky now.
Thanks for watching and listening to us talk about yoga and kind of introduce it. I know that like this didn't have as much, I would say, like substance as like prior episodes, but like, it's a good intro into what we're gonna do, and then you'll hear from us later on how it went and just like what we saw from it. So this is like a 2-parter, I would say, like intro and then closing, or like initial thoughts.
Yeah.
And just like our context and background with it and like why we're choosing to start it. So thank you for listening. Follow us on Instagram, YouTube, Spotify. Like, comment. All of it is at Take Your Mark Pod. And that's all I got for you. So let's go do some yoga. And we'll see you in 2 weeks.
Go sit up straight.
Oh, yeah. I'm not even sitting straight.
I say as I suddenly get like 2 feet taller.
I'm not even
to
sitting
raise
straight.
my
Hold
mic.
on.
There we go.
This is a little better. All right. We'll see you in 2 weeks. Bye.
Bye.
We're funny, man.
I know. We're great.